Welcome to a classic 1979 movie. This film has many fascinating facts to discover, so let's dive right in. The story revolves around a family encountering a terrifying creature in the woods, delving into themes of environmentalism and human greed. It's a thrilling mix of horror and social commentary, keeping viewers engaged throughout. What makes this movie stand out is its ability to provoke thought while delivering suspenseful moments. It's a captivating experience from start to finish. Do you have any memorable moments from watching this film? Share your stories with us. Keep watching for more interesting insights about this movie. You won't want to miss it. In a series of reviews, a common sentiment emerges about the film Prophecy. Despite its flaws, many viewers find elements worth appreciating. The plot centers around health official Robert Foxworth and his Cellist wife, Talia Shire, who moved to the Maine woods to address tensions between a paper mill and the local Indian tribe. Foxworth discovers mutant animals due to mercury poisoning from the mill, leading to confrontations with a monstrous creature resembling a large, bloody sausage. Director John Frankenheimer, known for classics like The Manchurian Candidate, steers this thriller with some missteps. Scenes dissolve without suspense, the acting falls short, and the heavy-handed music adds to the film's woes. Despite these criticisms, the movie has its merits. It captures the essence of a monster movie, featuring a suspenseful chase through the forest as survivors barricade themselves in a log cabin. The score enhances the tension, amplifying jump scares with strategic silence. While not a masterpiece, Prophecy entertains those drawn to monster flicks. So, if you're a die-hard fan of the genre, it's worth a watch, even with its PG rating. Incorporating real-life environmental tragedy, the 1979 movie draws inspiration from the Minamata disaster in 1958. The dumping of mercury waste into a Japanese river caused severe mutations and neurological degenerations, leading to loss of muscular control, vision, and hearing, followed by insanity and paralysis among the locals. Embracing its monstrous narrative, some movie posters delivered a chilling message: she lives. Don't move. Don't breathe. There's nowhere to run. She will find you. The Monster Movie. Filmed in 1978 in British Columbia, the movie played a pivotal role in kickstarting the rise of Hollywood North. This marked the beginning of a substantial film production industry in Vancouver and other parts of the province of British Columbia, Canada. Subsequently, numerous movies and TV series set in the US were filmed in this Canadian province. This cinematic venture, rooted in real-world environmental concerns and contributing to the rise of Hollywood North, solidified its place in film history. The production of the movie was kept under strict security measures. No visitors were permitted on set, and everyone involved had to vow secrecy. The crew and actors were prohibited from disclosing any details of the story. Only the official still photographer was allowed to use a camera, and a retired CIA agent supervised security. In a book published in 1986, the movie was labeled as the most unbearable bear movie ever made. Talia Shire's involvement in the film led Sylvester Stallone to revise the final scenes in Rocky II. In the movie, Isely described the Katadyn monster as larger than a dragon with the eyes of a cat. It's part of a string of horror movies in the 1970s and early 80s where monsters were spawned from environmental pollution and human tampering with nature. This was the fourth consecutive horror movie for actor Robert Foxworth, whose previous three features had been Death Moon, Damien Omen Roman II, and Ants. He had a significant presence in this era of horror cinema. In the 1979 movie, a mutant monster called Katadyn was likened to a giant salami by film critic Leonard Maltin. Although rated PG in the US, it received an 18A rating in Canada, equivalent to an R rating stateside. Interestingly, Tom McLoughlin, who worked as a mime on the film, later became a successful writer, producer, and director. He helmed Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives, and was involved in Fairy Tale: A True Story. Following its debut in 1979, the movie brought together a cast including Talia Shire, Robert Foxworth, Armand Assante, and Richard Dysart. Notably, Dysart later appeared in another monster movie, John Carpenter's The Thing, around 3 years after the premiere. It's interesting to note that the film hit theaters in the same month as Ridley Scott's Alien premiered in the USA. With its blend of talent and timing, the movie garnered attention for its unique take on the genre. After a hiatus of about 2 years, John Frankenheimer returned to directing with his 1979 film. This marked his first venture into filmmaking since Black Sunday in 1977 and preceded his next project, The Challenge, by about 3 years. In the film, the acronym EPA refers to the Environmental Protection Agency, reflecting its thematic focus on environmental issues. Prophecy also found its place in the Femme Fatale's episode Crazy Mary in 2011. Robert Foxworth and Victoria Racimo, who later appeared in the nighttime soap Falcon Crest, starred in this movie. Renowned horror author Stephen King holds a particular fondness for it. The film inspired a novelization in the same year as its premiere, penned by screenwriter David Seltzer. Titled A Novel of Unrelenting Terror, the book diverges from the film and delves deeper into character backgrounds. According to Wikipedia, it's packed with significant differences and additional insights. In the film, Talia Shire starred alongside other actors, featuring in 3 movies in 1979. The original concept for Katahdin, the monster in the movie, was scarier than what eventually appeared on screen. However, director John Frankenheimer suggested alterations to make it look more bear-like. Interestingly, the original concept closely resembled the poster art. Prophecy was Frankenheimer's first of 2 monster movies, the other being the 1996 version of The Island of Dr. Moreau, released about 17 years later. In the genre of eco-horror, there's a famous movie from 1979 that shows how our actions can create terrifying creatures. The trailer gives a scary glimpse of a family being attacked while camping, highlighting the scary results of not taking care of the environment. A review in Time magazine describes the setting of Katahdin as being heavily affected by pollution, making it look like Smokey the Bear with an advanced acne condition. This shows how pollution can ruin beautiful landscapes. Throughout the story, characters not only fight for survival, but also realize the consequences of their actions on nature. The monsters in the movie symbolize the scary outcomes of neglecting the environment. Overall, the film tells a cautionary tale about how our actions can lead to scary consequences for the world around us. It's a reminder to take care of the environment before it's too late. In some promotional materials, Katahdin, the mutant bear, is depicted as towering at a remarkable 15 feet tall. Director John Frankenheimer revealed that during post-production, the studio demanded cuts to lower the film's rating from R to PG. He believed this decision detracted from the intended scare factor of the film. Despite its setting in the woods of Maine, USA, the movie was actually filmed in Crofton, North Cowichan, in British Columbia, Canada. This change in location added a layer of challenge for the production team, but it also provided a unique backdrop that contributed to the film's atmosphere. The lush forests and rugged terrain of British Columbia offered a convincing stand-in for the Maine wilderness, enhancing the sense of isolation and danger that permeates the story. Despite the challenges faced during filming, Prophecy managed to captivate audiences with its thrilling storyline and impressive special effects. Its portrayal of Katahdin, the towering mutant bear, left a lasting impression on viewers, solidifying its place in the annals of cinematic history.